Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to share with you 10 common expressions that most Ghanaians use in their societies. This has become a norm. Most of these expressions were introduced when the colonial masters came many years ago, and these words or expressions are commonly used by Ghanaians. I'm going to share with you and their meaning and what we should actually be saying. So let's help ourselves a bit. Now, how come these words got adulterated or changed into these ways? A lot of people wanted to say them very fast or quick. And normally when they are speaking, the native language tends to influence the pronunciation or the expression of these words. I'm going to share some of them with you, just 10 of them. The first one I'm going to talk about is choboy. Choboy. Choboy is an expression being used, especially when we have workers trying to perform a task or they are about doing something which is very tough. Most of these people cheer themselves up, and normally these young guys get people cheering them up, and then that gingers them or gives them the zeal to do what they can do or what they should be able to do. When you go to the coastal areas, that is where most of the Europeans settle first before trying to extend their territories or colonies to other parts of the Gold Coast. So they met most of these fisher folks. Now the word became popular or common in those areas because normally when they use choboy, the young fisher folks or these fishermen get that zeal or gather that zeal to drag the net or pull the net, and then they are able to carry out their daily activities. So it's actually cheer the boy, that became choboy. So please, let's help ourselves. It is cheer the boy, not choboy. So you mostly hear choboy, choboy. Then there's someone who shout from one end, 1, 2, 3, choboy. So maybe they are raising something very heavy. So let's get it there. The next one is a food. We have this breakfast that people take, and then they normally have this buffalo. Buffalo was changed because people wanted to pronounce it. Some people also didn't get the words right, and then it became buffalo. So it's buffalo. So when you get your Hausa cocoa or this porridge made of millet and you get some small bullfruits, then you are okay, you are good to go, you enjoy your breakfast. The third word that we have common here is Kambu. When the Europeans came, we had a lot of Anglo-Ashanti wars between the Ashantis and so they started introducing their military into our system. Now these military personnel normally came with their boots, because most of the places were bushy. They traveled through the hinterlands, the forest, and they wore these camp boots. So we now call the camp boots Kambu, and that's what we have in our local parlance or language, and we speak it, and it is normal. Another one is screwdriver. So screwdriver is a tool, okay? We know the screw, we use it to tighten the screw, okay? So we hear people say screwdriver. So please, it is not screwdriver, it is rather screw. Now, I'm sure you've also heard about 6 miludu. So 6 may lead you. 6 may lead you. Normally in the game of Ludo or the Ludo game, when people play the 6, they lead or they are the first to move their die from the home. Then you have people saying 6 miludu, 6 miludu. It's actually 6 may lead you. Then have you also heard about kalabule? Kalabule, it's used to describe someone who actually uses the mind. Confidence tricksters, people who normally use a clever way to cheat people. So it's actually clever bully, using the mind, playing games on people to cheat them or to take something from them in a very smart manner. So clever bully. And then our local people changed to kalabuli. I think maybe they just wanted to say it very fast, or in a way, the native language had a way of influencing the right expression in English. Then mostly gangs can be led by people. When you see a gang or a mob or something, these people have leaders, and you hear gang leader. So gang leader, that expression could have just been said, but the people couldn't pronounce the word properly, and then it became gangalia. So when you hear gangalia in the tree from the Akan speakers, you hear them trying to describe somebody who is the key suspect when it comes to perpetrators of a certain crime or something. That person leads them. That person is the one who is their chief or commander-in-chief, if I should put it that way. So it is not gangalia, it is gang leader. Or you can still say it in the local language. And when we were young, our parents told us stories about these people who come to check sanitary issues or sanitation issues at home. They check whether the bathhouse or the bathrooms are well cleaned or washed. just to make sure that people promote good personal hygiene. And they normally come from the districts and they work with the town council. This town council expression became tangas. So you hear tangas, 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 tangas. So it's actually town council. They are the ones, the personnel that come around to do the checks. Yes. And we've heard stories that normally when they come, people now rush to go and tidy up their places or those areas that I've mentioned. Or some even run from the houses just to avoid any form of arrest. Where people try to argue, they tend to use certain foul words or, let me say, insults. And one of the commonest that we use is bloody fool, bloody fool. So the white man was actually trying to say bloody fool, okay, bloody fool. So it's not bloody fool. So bloody fool now became bloody fool in our local language. So we have to check that one too and know how to express it in the right way. We hear about clay pot, clay pot, clay pot. So coal pot, charcoal. So the pot, the small metallic pot or item object that they pour the charcoal in, and then a cooking pot is placed on it whenever they are preparing any meal or something. So that particular metallic object or pot is actually the coal pot, coal pot. That's how it's supposed to be expressed, but it became clay pot, clay pot. Yeah, as our local people just turn the whole thing upside down. I'm very sure you've learned a lot, or you've learned something, or added to the right expressions that you knew that people were actually saying them the wrong way. And I believe this time around, we are going to teach our kids, our younger ones, the right thing and let them know that these are the meanings. So these things, but actually, they have become common and they make our speech flow, especially in our local dialects. Okay, that's fun. But we need to actually know what they mean and where these words originated from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do that. Scroll down and then touch the notification bell as well. Anytime there's a new video on this platform, JCL Tutorials, you get a notification and then you can also watch, learn more. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying here with me.